sorry. Excuse me. Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with another video. I hope you guys are in. Oh shit! I'm doing this. I hope you guys are enjoying the start to your weekend. I don't know if I'm enjoying my start to the weekend. I plan on it being a quiet weekend. You know, I don't plan on going nowhere. I don't plan on doing anything. I just want it to be a nice and quiet weekend. And when I plan this kind of weekend, somebody always call me and say, either I'm in town or meet me downtown or let's do drink. Somebody's gonna call me and I'm gonna tell you on Monday all about it. But my plan is to just relax. I want to start this video off by saying, if you're watching the Skorpion Show for the first time, please make sure that by the end of this video, or maybe within 5 minutes of you watching us for the first time, that you click the subscribe button. To everyone watching, click that like button and share this video to Facebook. Share it. If you're watching on your cell phone, share it to somebody on your cell phone. Like, bitch, watch this video. Text them, say, bitch, watch this video. So they know, you need to know it's real. And what else? Just thank y'all for watching. I know we took a week off. Thank you to those who got back on board this week. We're back on board. So I told you guys, the last time I talked about it was 2 weeks ago. But the Philadelphia AIDS Walk, or the AIDS Walk Philly, is October 21st. It's in 10 days. Sunday, October 21st. The walk starts at 9 a.m., rain or shine. And I'm encouraging our viewers who live in the Philadelphia area to do the walk with me. The walk is probably about an hour. You walk up and walk back. You know, if you are free Sunday morning, please come on out and join us on October 21st. And if you can't walk, and you want to donate, or if you want to walk and donate, I opened up the link. It's to the page. It's inside the more info box, and I want to give a shout out to those who donated while we were away, because we are now at $500.
And what do you have
$510? The
$1,000, right?
Yeah, I set the goal for $1,000, and just ask everyone to donate at least $10. Well, donate $10. The maximum $10. But people have been donating over $10, and I am grateful for that. And I'm sure the fundraiser, the people at AIDS Walk Philly are appreciative of it as well. So I want to just give a shout out to those who have been donating. I want to start with, come on Kevin, you had the damn notes right there. Gary Holt. I want to give a big shout out to Jamon Perry, because he donated $100 to the AIDS Fund. Eniola Joseph, Sugar Pants Johnson. I think I said that name before. I don't know why that sounds familiar. William Lee, I know William. Shout out to William. Octavia Villafana, who donated twice, and P. Bradley. Thank you all for donating to the AIDS Walk. If you have $10 to donate this weekend, please do so. And also, you can claim your donation on your taxes. So make sure that I gotta close. Can y'all close that door? I love chasing all, but all that yelling.
Don't do that, Dale. You learn how to talk.
I'm not. Who that? Maybe that's Charles. Maybe we can get Chase to come on the show.
Chase and his mother just got out of the shower.
Oh, so never mind. Oh, well, he can. She can't. He's in the towel. He's all right. So again, thank y'all for donating. If you could donate, please donate. And again, it's tax deductible. So when you do your taxes for next year, make sure you claim this donation.
Shakina.
Ooh. They don't want to do it. And I feel like I got to turn this air right back on, because it's hot. It got hot that fast.
Shakina. Can they hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you.
Shakina.
It's just up to them to respond. And clearly.
You got clothes on the baby? Yeah. And I know you heard me.
She was doing something she ain't had no business doing.
Well, not when that baby's in there.
Well, they gonna do it anyway, I think.
Why are you making noise? Come here. Why are you making noise? Why are you making noise like that? Why are you screaming like that?
What's up?
Why are you screaming like that? Say hi to the camera. Look how you look at.
Chase.
You happy to be in your uncle? Oh, she'll be back. She'll be back. You happy to be in your uncle room? Huh? Look, she'll be back, Chase. You happy to be in your uncle room? You look like a cabbage patch. You look like a cabbage patch. You was in there talking. Huh?
You was trying like you got nothing to say.
And I see your teeth too. You got 2 teeth coming in. Oh, they ain't gonna talk, huh? Chase. Chase, listen to him. Listen to him. You got 2 teeth coming in. You got 2 teeth coming in.
He being newsy.
He
You ain't channel 6.
He's not used to this, wrong.
Yeah.
Don't get too used to it, because a lot of unsanitary things goes on in here, okay? Here's Shakina, come get him, because he's not talking. And I'm about to throw him. I'm about to throw you. Shakina! Girl, what you right here? No, he's not talking no more. He's not talking. And we want to have him talk.
He ain't got shit to say to you.
He ain't got nothing to say. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Alright, so first things first. We
I'll pop all the honeys.
Oh, really?
Honeys. Table of honey.
We gotta get to John, yeah. Kanye West.
Uncle Tom.
Kanye West visiting 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue this afternoon to have lunch about what's going on in Chicago, prison reform, and whatever else they wanted to talk about today. Now, I missed the whole thing with Kanye, but I've seen bits and pieces. I got the gist of what he was saying, when he was in the Oval Office with Donald Trump. And I asked you guys to, on Twitter, to tweet me your thoughts, and that I will have your opinion scrolling on the bottom. So as we talk, your tweets will be appearing on the bottom of this video. So shout out to all of y'all who responded back on Twitter.
I know that's right. What is that?
I know, it's apple pie. It's a taste.
It was not just sitting there.
No, I know.
Where'd you get it from?
I had it sitting on the side.
Where was I when you pulled it out?
I'm sitting right here.
How did I not see you pull that out?
Because you're in your phone.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It came out of nowhere.
I really don't like to eat the
the crust or whatever, because you guys, it's
crust.
all smashed all in, like you was picking at it.
I pulled the top off, and then
that's how I am about banana pudding.
Like
I love banana pudding, but I don't like it with bananas.
yeah, bananas are nasty.
Yes. So I'd rather have vanilla pudding with wafers, not chestnut. I hate chestnut.
Oh, I love chestnut.
I hate it.
Bitch,
if you
what?
make vanilla pudding with cookies in it, do not give it to me with chestnuts, because I won't eat it. I only like vanilla wafers.
Ain't nothing like those butterscotch chestnuts.
Like the vanilla.
Pepperidge Farm. They make the best.
They are
cookies.
old people's cookies to me.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
You know it's old people cookies.
Oh, bitch! I was getting ready to say that. My grandmother used to have the brown, blue tin can with them cookies on her dining room table, and I was she never had to worry about this one touching any of them, because I didn't like them.
I loved them.
I hated them.
Oh my God.
They were so nasty and dry, and they remind me of Christmas cookies.
Yeah.
I hated Christmas cookies.
Oh, I love Christmas.
Oh, I
the
hate
bread with the red and green sprinkles all over the color.
It took my mom 1 year to figure out that I didn't like them, and she never made them again. I don't.
Oh my God. And I love all the different kind of candy. Okay, we gotta get back on point.
Yeah, because I don't like none of that shit.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Miss Bill used to have that shit on her table. What? Talk about a grandchild who she didn't have to worry about eating that. You ain't got to worry about me.
And I love those strawberry filled candies with the strawberry wrapper around.
I don't like.
Oh my God.
Oh, the little red one. Now those I like. Yeah.
Does anybody have them around me? You will never.
My grandmother had 2 types of candy in her purse when we went to church: peppermints and the old people. The peppermints and the.
Is it a candy? Or
yes.
Is it a mint?
Peppermints and the other one.
I'm talking about them.
Y'all know what I'm talking about? Like a
cough drop.
I'm about to put church candies.
Oh my God.
It's at the tip of my fucking tongue.
Why are you searching for the church candy? Kanye West visited the White House today, and he was in the Oval Office with Donald Trump. Donald Trump got a whole lot of shit going on. I mean, we have a lot going on with our country and the country of Saudi Arabia. They are real scared to talk about that situation. And, you know, as much as people kneel and say things that he doesn't like, he is real forceful with replying back. But when an American journalist is kidnapped by Saudi Arabian people,
But I can't.
Oh, the butterscotch.
Yes, yeah, the butterscotch ones. Yes,
them kids.
She had those 2 types, and she would always dig them out when I wanted. And I would always pick to the peppermints. Yes.
Yes. I'm getting mad thinking about that candy. Oh, I hated those bitches.
These Werthers are good though.
Yes. Hey.
But these butterscotch ones, let me show y'all just so in case y'all trying to figure out what I'm talking about.
Well,
this one at the top.
Nasty butterscotch candy.
She always had this one and this one in her pocketbook, and I always bypassed that one. I hated that one. Like, why do you have this in your pocketbook?
Werther's is good.
Yeah, Werther's are good.
But you know, ain't nothing like a Reasons chocolate of Reasons. It's chocolate covered like peanut butter or caramel. One of them things. Ain't nothing like.
I didn't get onto Werther's until some years later when I got older, and but they're good. But those butterscotch ones, girl.
Yeah. So he was there today. The Kanye West put on the scene. He talked about. He talked about basically how to make America great again, gives him power.
Superpowers.
Yeah, superpowers, because he really didn't have that when his parents broke up or divorced, and he really doesn't have it now because he's married to the Kardashian family, or married into the Kardashian/Jenner family, and you know, it empowers him. It makes it feel like he's wearing a cape, and it makes him. All this because of Donald Trump.
Yeah.
You didn't feel that much power when you seen a black man that was in office for 8 years.
Right.
Barack didn't make you feel no kind of way for 8 years. Oh, but because he called you a jackass, which you are, you know, you probably felt some kind of way about it. You know,
that was early on in President Obama's administration too.
And he said like he want to work with the president, and he doesn't want to see our president fail because America's going to fail, and he don't see. Let me just say this. If we didn't have a Republican president like Donald Trump, I wouldn't mind who goes to the White House. I think that with someone who has been divisive since he came down that escalator at Trump Tower, we shouldn't be trying to be friends with anyone like that. And what I haven't seen is any of our black people hold Donald Trump accountable who has went to Trump Tower or to the White House. I feel like no one has been able to say, I didn't like what happened in Charlottesville. That's one of the main reasons why I'm looking like, how can you want to meet with this man who said, oh, there were bad people on both sides, who it took 3 times for people to get him to condemn the racism or to condemn the attacks that happened in Charlottesville. When you get someone to tell you, oh, if this was my day, you would be taken outside and you would have got dealt with, or punch this person in the face and do this and do that. He's divisive. There's nothing about Donald Trump that can bring America together. And Kanye, what part of America do you want to make great again? No one has been able to answer this question for me, Republicans or Democrats. What part of American history do you want to go back to where it was great, especially for people that look like you? Right. This is not a good look for you, Donald Trump. Kanye West. I was calling him. You know, this is not a good look for you, Kanye, because all this is a marketing ploy for the Republicans and for Donald Trump to keep talking about African Americans. Oh, we got the lowest unemployment for African Americans. Off the back of another black man, Barack Obama. You know, Barack Obama really hooked America up, because let's not forget, when Bill Clinton was in office, he left the office with a surplus. What's his name? Bush left us, oh my God, and so much debt. So much debt. And Barack Obama had to fix that shit. Nobody could get jobs. Yes, and it took an 8-year period. Off the back of all of that going on, they did bailouts, they did the unemployment thing. I benefited from the unemployment thing because it was just hard to get a job. I remember those days. Everybody that was coming out of school with a degree could not get a job. Now, I didn't go to school, but so what? I still couldn't get a job no matter because nobody didn't want to pay nobody. So you had the unemployment benefits extended twice. I think they extended it 3 times. It was that bad. And Barack Obama, he not only brought our country together, he just did so much for our economy. Barack Obama did a whole lot. now that that Obama set a lot of things in place, you got a new person coming in, and now he's acting like, oh, everything was so terrible before him. This administration didn't do this. This administration didn't do that. I'm better than this. The country is great, and all of this. All the unemployment is low. Yes, off the back of Barack Obama, and you're claiming all the success for it. Now you can say African American unemployment is at its lowest, but it's not because of you. It's not because of you. And then you're using Kanye West as the vehicle. But you know what? I can say, we can say, oh, Kanye, like fuck Kanye, he ain't got no power, but your asses is buying Yeezys. Y'all spend $300-$400. I don't know how much it costs.
I don't have.
I really don't know how much it costs.
So
but they buy them. I see my niece in a pair of them. But he crazy. You know?
They don't care about that.
I don't get it.
You know she don't care about that.
Yeah, I'm never going to understand Kanye. And he is not in his right state of mind. Maybe he'll look back one day and say, what the fuck was I thinking? But you know what? I don't have time for that.
700, 500.
Oh my God.
Bitch.
Oh, it's just like
for
a
shower
iPhone.
shoes.
Yeah.
For water shoes, because that's what they look like, water shoes. Yeah, it's the price of an iPhone.
Yeah, and these shoes I'm wearing, my new house shoes, I wish I would have known that if any type of water get through them, like this right, I don't like those kind of shoes. They go right to my toe. I don't like that. If it rains, I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that. And then they were nice. I thought they was cute because they had no shoestring. And I could just pull a little cord and all that. But no.
Nobody told you.
Yeah, they ain't she ain't tell me all that. I just said I need something to work out in. Mind you, I never worked out since I bought some bullshit.
Of course not.
Yeah, but my ankle was fucked up. And now it's not. I need to get back on it. But Kanye West went to his White House. It was just a fucking circus. It was a clown show, a shit show. Donald Trump know that I'm a crazy motherfucker. All this and that. What are you talking about? Y'all both crazy motherfuckers. But Donald Trump is not doing anything for black people. I'm glad that people like T.I. and Snoop Dogg are speaking up and speaking out, and that Kanye said he doesn't care what we say. Yes, it's okay to have your political views, but you as a black man and someone who is of influence, I just don't agree with you doing this, Kanye. Not at all. So don't think that I'm going to support you supporting Kanye West. You make it okay for other races to say, oh, I'm not racist, I have black friends, all this and that. This is just coonery, buffoonery, it's stupid, it's a disgrace to your legacy, it's a disgrace to your mother's legacy. It's a disgrace to everyone who fought in the name of fighting for black equality and black power and empowerment. This is all a slap in the face to people like that. And then you brought Hillary Clinton into it.
Hillary Clinton.
You didn't even vote. Yeah, and you didn't even vote.
She didn't want nothing to do with none of
that. Nobody. You know.
She said, I lost, let me be.
And if you think that, you know, Kanye got an influence, Beyonce and Jay-Z has a heavy influence. And they did the last show in Ohio, and Trump still in Ohio. You know, but I'm glad that they still got people to vote. You know, and now it's tough to even get people who's registered to vote. I found out last night watching Rachel Maddow that the governor, no, I don't even want to claim him to be the governor. The man that's running for governor is in charge of these voting registrations because he's on one of the committees, and there are 53,000 registered people that voted who are not officially registered to vote because they don't fit into the exact match category.
Can I just read this really quick?
Sure.
T.I. just posted this on his page. Well, no, he didn't just post it. I thought he just posted it, but you know how Instagram does.
Yeah,
they will post something.
Never show you.
Yeah,
it's not.
Apparently, he posted this 3 hours ago, but it just popped up on my timeline.
He's gonna beat him the fuck up.
No. So he posted the video of Kanye meeting with Donald Trump today, and he posted. He said, "Now I've been extremely patient and made it a point not to jump to any premature conclusions about the outcome of other similar situations." Oh wait, I'm sorry. I've made it a point not to jump to any premature conclusions about Ye and his antics, partially due to the lessons learned from the outcome of other similar situations dealing with my brother Wayne, which I admittedly mishandled a bit in hindsight. But now this shit is next level, futuristic, Sambo, Hoppy Bob, Steven off of Django ass shit. From what I can gather, this is the most repulsive, disgraceful, embarrassing act of depression and auctioning off of one's soul to gain power I've ever seen. Now, I recall you asking me to come with you to have this meeting, and I declined naturally. But if at time I would have been in there with you, you behaved that spinelessly in my presence, I feel that I'd be compelled to slap the fuck out of you, bro, for the people. You ass kissing and boot licking on a whole new level, and refuse to associate. And I refuse to associate myself with something so vile, weak, and inconsiderate to the effect this has on the greater good of all of our people. I'm a true believer in it ain't what you do, it's how you do it. And this shit is regurgitated. At one time, it was a pleasure to work alongside you. Now, I'm ashamed to have ever been associated with you. To all the people who follow Kanye, musically, socially, or even personally, who are confused, heartbroken, broken, infuriated, let me make this clear. This shit ain't cool. This is a move Kanye made for Kanye. This is a play to put him in a position he'd like to see himself in. We are not on his mind as he makes these comments and decisions. Don't follow this puppet, because as long as I've lived, I've learned that it benefits a man nothing at all to gain the world. If to do so, he must lose his soul. We just saw Mr. West's soul on auction. If you listen closely, you can hear the tears of our ancestors hit the floor. All I can say is I've reached my limits. This is my stop. I'm officially done. Fuck you, Trump, and his little cookie boy. You, us, or else. And I agree with T.I. 135%.
Yep, I knew they were going to punch him and smack him or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll never just get over this. So you'll be hearing a lot more of Kanye West in Donald Trump's speech. He's even offered to take Kanye like to a rally or something like that.
This is one of the reasons why on November 6th y'all need to get out and vote. Get out there and vote. Seriously. Get out there and vote.
Remember when rappers was such a bad thing to have in the White House?
Yeah.
When, now circle, because now you got Kanye in there.
Yeah.
Someone who agrees with this president, it's such a good thing. Y'all go so far as to point out lyrics.
Yeah. Because remember when
Kanye West lyrics.
Remember when Barack Obama would have those different parties with the different oh my God, what are they turning the White House into? Now look. It's so sad.
There's not one sad face at Fox right now. It's not one sad face at Fox News. This is a fucking mess. It's a fucking mess.
Step and Fetch.
Yeah. What you say? Wait.
Step and Fetch. Oh, you don't know Step and Fetch.
Step and Fetch.
Step and Fetch. It's an old character from movies back a long time ago. Like an Uncle Tom, a coon. Step and Google him. You'll find out what he is.
I probably don't even want to Google that.
He's a step and fetch ass nigga.
Yeah.
He's a yes boss. Yes boss. Anything you say boss.
But he says Django then to the man.
Yes boss. Anything you say boss. I'll
Uncle Ruckus. Uncle Ruckus. Now, let's move on to
you
more.
Like some ice in that lemonade, boss?
Some more dumb stuff that's been going on. Todrick Hall. Now, someone tweeted me the story. I'm like, hold up, what are you talking about? Then I seen it on People Magazine website. It was on his timeline. He posted it on his little video thing about him being cheated on and his 7 steps. What it's going to take for someone to date him. And then he went into about what happened. I paid for this trip. I paid for that trip. You know what, Todrick? I am a believer in if you break up with somebody, y'all done. It's over with. It's okay to be upset, but you ain't got to put all of your business out there on social media. If it was good, it was good. If it was bad, okay. Let it go. You posting all of that. You posting text messages. You're posting pictures. Damn, I was stupid. I spent my... Like, this is not for everyone to know.
I hope this is not a publicity thing to get. I hope that's not
a publicity stunt.
Yeah, I hope that's not what it is, because I've never known Todrick to act that way. You know what I mean? Like, I've never known him to start posting personal things. I've always known Todrick to be somebody who was focused on his work, focused on his craft, focused on doing stuff like that. I've never known him to do something that personal. So I would hope that this is not something to get people talking, even though it does have us talking. But
yeah,
I hope that's not what that is.
Yeah, because it's just, to me, it's just not a good thing to do, and it's not a good look for you. Yes, you've been cheated on, just like many people have been cheated on, and it's not a good feeling to be cheated on. So yes, you want to vent to the world about what happened, but I would say what I thought about, I was like, well, why do it in this way? Why not make some fucking money off of it? You are so creative, you are so talented, you're able to just, you got your own visual albums and shit, you got your tours. Why not just like turn that heartbreak and make some money off of different songs?
He could be
Adele.
No, he could be the
Sam Smith.
performing version, version of Mary J. Blige.
Yes, why not?
Yeah,
turn all that, and you know, so many people again have been cheated on.
Yeah,
and so you can relate to so many people in a different kind of way instead of you just saying, oh, it's that. By the way, it's next coming out there. Oh, he's gay and he's so creative, all this and that. Now you can get to know your fans on another level by opening up in that way through your music of your heartbreak. I really don't listen to his music, so I don't know if he's had it in there before, but I just feel like, Todrick, this is just not a good look, and you shouldn't do anything like that. Like, how many, you don't see that many even celebrities that have been cheated on, you don't even see them do stuff like this. What they do is they get a publicist, oh, so-and-so and I, we've decided that we are no longer going to date, or we're getting divorced. Please respect us in our privacy. You don't get nothing else. And that's that. And I think you should have just left it like that. But I think this is petty. This is tired. This is tired. If you want to vent, go vent to your friends, have some drinks, talk about the bullshit. Everything is not for public consumption. Everything. I don't even tell y'all everything. I tell y'all some stuff that go on me, but not everything, because it's not for your consumption.
I don't tell them nothing.
No. You tell them something, but no. It's not even a lot. But what you need to know.
Right, what you need to know.
And I feel like me, if I talk about what's going on with my family and my mom, y'all can relate to me on that. Y'all can, like, everybody know. Keep going, be strong. I've been there, I know. Stuff like that. That shit gets me going. But not like this. You know, Todrick, is just not good to be doing that.
Right.
Oh my God. Like, that's not good.
Yeah, it's not.
And for black people who's like, oh, that's what happened because there's somebody like, white people cheat, black people cheat, right. Latino people cheat,
it doesn't matter.
Everybody cheat.
Right. It doesn't matter who's dating.
Yeah. You can fuck who you want to fuck. They're not paying your bills. And it shouldn't be your concern about who he's fucking. What matters is he loved, and does he love that person? You know, but I hope his friends, you know, sometimes you can see people that's not good for you, and your friends probably told you that, but you didn't care. But I'm about to call him Todrick. Don't do that no more. That's just not good. It's not good. Terrence J. First of all, Terrence, I haven't heard Terrence J name in a while. He was doing his little movie thing. He had his little shows and stuff, being like the undercover black Ryan Seacrest. And
is he still on 8?
I don't think so. Not with this new scandal. He wouldn't be working at E no more neither. So he was involved in a car accident the other day. Now, him and whoever, because the girlfriend, his current girlfriend said, bitch, I wasn't even in that car, I wasn't there, for her lawyer. So, Terrence J was in the car, and they say he was in the passenger side, and the female driver got on one side, he got on the other, and they crashed a $200,000 car named a McLaurin, which I never heard before in my life. I'm not into cars, you know, I don't even drive. I don't even drive. Don't even permit. So, he crashes the expensive car. It's total. And they leave the scene. Now, they're saying that Terrence won't cooperate with the police. His lawyers tried to get the car, and they said no, it's still a part of an investigation from the impound. And the girlfriend, his current girlfriend, said, "Bitch, I don't know nothing."
But it's funny because the article that I saw yesterday, keep talking because...
Yeah, she said she wasn't there and she didn't have anything to do with that. And this is per her lawyer. And that she's taking a break from social media because of everything that's going on. Yeah, that's a hell of a way to find out that your boyfriend cheated on you, if he cheated on her.
If he cheated on her. But I have to find this article regarding that. When was the car accident?
I believe it was either
Here it is.
Tuesday or Monday.
So, it says, this article says, let's hope Terrence J and his girlfriend Jasmine Sanders are uninjured as reports and photos have surfaced of what appears to be a horrific car crash. So apparently this article is saying that him and the girlfriend were in the car together.
Yeah.
But then the girlfriend saying that she
that wasn't her. She said, that wasn't me.
And there's a reason why they fled the scene. Him and the female.
Yeah, maybe they were drunk. Or he was cheating and didn't want nobody to know.
Yeah. So
but it's your car.
So nobody's not saying anything.
No.
At all.
No. But Terrence J, if you were cheating, you were cheating. And man up to that.
Don't think
But man up to this car crash. Because you done damaged the building. It had water damage. Like
and that car is... He's lucky. Him and that young lady are lucky they walked away with their lives.
Because he could have been Paul Walker.
Yeah.
You know, and I shouldn't make it like a turn.
Yeah, but I know what you mean. Because Paul Walker's car was horribly damaged like that too.
And it was over. It was all over. So instant.
They're lucky. And for them to leave without being seriously hurt because
they had
been drunk. And not to be hurt.
Yeah. Bitch, they probably feeling it now. Because, you know, stuff like that.
Going on. And he ain't saying nothing because we haven't had anything heard or anything from him.
Nope. And he's not a bad guy.
No,
I've never heard nothing bad about Terrence J.
He didn't want his girlfriend to find out that he got into a car crash with this young lady.
But it was his car that's totaled. You know, somebody got a video somewhere. And we talking about LA, somebody has a video. It's always a video everywhere. It be videos, they be having video footage now. And I be like, bitch, I wouldn't even think it would have video on there, but videos, cameras are everywhere. You just never know.
It's the world we live in.
And people just do the dumbest things on camera.
Listen, if they have cameras in outer space, why wouldn't they have them down there? Who the fuck are you watching?
Now, this is my thing, because the cameras from outer space are much better than these crazy ass videos. Some of y'all people be
Yes, they are.
I need them to be like the Poppy store cameras. Because when I walk in there, I can see myself. Ain't no, if you think it is, they be like, no, we're looking for so-and-so and so-and-so. This is him. Now unless you had a mask on, then they got to be descriptive. Otherwise, them cameras are clear. And they play no games about them cameras. So, yeah. But Terrence J, you better say something. I don't know if you can go to jail or anything. I don't know. You crashed your car. You shouldn't have left the scene of a crime. Isn't that a crime?
I don't know. I don't know necessarily if it's a crime because he didn't hit or hurt anybody, but I think he caused damage, so maybe it could be a crime.
Yeah, like
because you said he caused damage to a building.
Yeah, he crashed into a tree, but they were saying like another building had got damaged from the accident itself. Because I know I seen on Wendy Williams this morning that a building had like flooded or something like that. But Terrence. I'm just
That'd
shocked.
be a nice hefty bill that flood. Those people will be sending to Terrence J.
Oh yeah, or it's a car company or the, what you call it, insurance. And his shit going skyrocket. You crashed a $200,000 car. Terrence J got coins.
Well, he should have coins as much. He's been out. He's been doing his thing for a while.
Yeah, over 10 years.
Yeah, he should have some coins.
Yes. Mathew Knowles. So we all seen the pictures of Mathew Knowles at Beyonce's last show in Seattle this week. I believe it was this week or it was the end of last week. Because I'm not sure when the tour ended, but it was the last day of the tour. And, you know, he took a picture with Beyonce, he gave her flowers, he took a picture with Beyonce and Miss Tina, and I love those pictures. I love them. But I still feel sorry for Mathew. it's kind of like, I don't know. I feel sorry for him because now he's like the odd man out. He's like the third wheel. He just don't fit in no more. But
after
what he did, yeah, and all of that bullshit you done put the family through. Even Miss Tina ain't dragged. What's his name? Mathew in the dirt, Todrick. Even a lot of people can learn from Miss Tina and from Tina and Mathew. How they not one time did they drag each other out? They did their shit. Some shit got out, but ain't nobody ever comment on it. Ain't nobody give a word to nobody about it. Even after Miss Tina and Mathew been together for 30-something years, got divorced, she ain't never acted bitter towards him. She's in pictures, she's smiling, they kissing, me and Tina always been cool. We just, you know, Mathew know he
did the same thing that the Braxton's father did.
He just, see,
Miss Evelyn can learn from her.
Yeah. Now here's the switch though. I feel that, no, I don't know, because I don't know how this Beyonce and Solange feel about the children, but it will be great to see if they had, I don't know why it's my business if I want to know, but I want to know if they have some sort of relationship with their other two siblings.
Can you imagine if they have a relationship with the siblings and we simply don't know because everything is not photographed?
Yeah, yeah.
Because we assume that everything is supposed to be photographed, but first of all, you got to think of who we're talking about. We're talking about the Carters, who you don't see them unless they're out on vacation somewhere. You know what I mean? Who's to say we don't even really know what their house looks like? It's like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the type of people that they are. So they may have a relationship with their siblings by their father, but we probably would never see it because that's a private thing. Yeah. Not everybody is, oh, let's take a picture, let's do this. Not everybody is the Kardashians, where everything is photographed, everything is recorded, everything is where, that's not them. So they may have a relationship with their siblings, but we probably will never see it anytime soon because that's a private matter. But then you also have to remember their siblings are still children. So then who would want to put their children out there like that? Think about it. We still don't even see Beyonce's twins. We only seen them that one time.
Right.
And then after that, you don't see them no more. So then why would they want to subject their siblings to that type of scrutiny the way Beyonce's daughter got when she was first born? So, you know, you want to make sure you, at all costs, because at the end of the day, their siblings are still children. They're not grown kids, and I don't even think they're teenagers. They're still kids. The oldest sibling is probably, what, 10, if even 10? Because he got like 2 or 3 kids, but they're all young.
I mean, he got 2 other children.
Yeah, but they're all young.
Yeah, under 10. At least under 10.
So who would want to put those little kids out there? Like, those kids, why do they need to be all on camera and all that? They're not adults.
But I know one thing, I haven't heard anything from the parents. Because I know one time they were trying to chase, try to chase him for child support, but even that is dead now. You don't hear.
Because it's probably all settled.
Yeah,
because he's probably paying.
Yeah. But where? He's working at.
Well, isn't he a professor somewhere down in Texas? He's like he has a job as a professor somewhere at one of those schools.
I forgot.
One of those universities.
Okay.
So I'm sure Mathew Knowles may not be getting the money that he was getting when he was the manager of Destiny's Child and Beyonce's manager. Hell no. But he's still bringing in some type of income.
I'm sure he's waiting on Destiny's Child to get back together.
Right. He's still bringing in income. Can you imagine? And he is actually a teacher somewhere in one of those schools. Can you imagine the fact that you're teaching students how to make it in the industry? Can you imagine people wanting to be in that class? Beyonce's father's teaching this class. I would definitely want to be in that class.
But you know what though? This is my thing about him writing books about Beyonce's success. I don't care who was her manager. Flavor Flav could have been her manager. It was destined for her to be at the top. So you could write all these books about how you got there and what you need. Talent is everything, and talent will get you far. Farther than what
talent is everything. But there was a lot, and I agree with you, Beyonce was destined to be where she is today. But at the same time, Beyonce came a long way as far as her media training. You know what I mean? Because just imagine if today's Beyonce was the same Beyonce from 2000, 2001, when she was still young, she was still popping off at the mouth and doing interviews and things like that, still popping gum and all that. Can you imagine? We'd be like, wait, girl, control your fucking self. You know what I mean? But she's come a long way as a person, not just as an entertainer, but as a person on how to conduct herself in public, how to conduct herself in interviews, which she doesn't even do anymore. You know, she's gotten to that status where I don't even do interviews no more, bitch, and y'all still won't come to my concerts. Y'all don't even know what the fuck I'm doing or talking about, but y'all gonna come. But I can see why Mathew Knowles would write a book about that, because Mathew Knowles helped shape her image. He helped shape her image. He may not have been, he can't give her the talent that she has because that was something God given. But her overall persona and how to conduct herself, he helped shape that. So why not have somebody who helped shape Beyonce write a book on how to not be a talented artist, but at least how to conduct yourself.
Yeah, because I just hope you're not telling them how to be like Beyonce.
Well, no, I don't think so. But I don't think I've ever heard him say that, because in some videos I've heard him say, mostly he's been blatant with it and straightforward. Can't none of y'all be Beyonce, because only Beyonce can be Beyonce, and that's true.
It was like having like master classes and on stuff, and it was just like, you're charging all of this money, Mathew? Are you kidding me?
Well, like Judge Million says, this is America. You can charge anybody what you want to charge them. It is up to them if they're stupid enough to pay it. Right? Right. And that's how I feel.
Yeah,
when people make outfits and stuff, and people are like, oh, you going to charge me $800 for that dress? He can charge you anything he want to charge you for that dress. It's up to you if you want to pay it. Some people will pay it, some people won't. But that's up to you. Why? Because this is America.
But I don't know.
Like, you can charge anybody what you want to charge.
I feel sorry for him.
That's like when I do promotions on Instagram, and people expect me to charge them $10 to promote on my page. Are you kidding me?
I would never charge $10.
Hell no. But if I give you a price and you don't like it, well, that's fine. Just go to another person. Just go to them.
Yeah.
You know? Especially when I've had celebrities actually buy some products that I've been promoting on my page. And you think I'm going to charge you $10 to promote on my page? Hell no. Are you kidding me? This is America. Now, either you're going to buy it or you don't.
So shout out to Mathew. We ain't talked about Mathew in a while since he came out with that book. Right. And I want to read that book. And that's a book I want to read. Through the eyes of racism. Because he's seen it before. That's the stuff I like. Bill Cosby. You know, there was a big rumor of him getting slapped with a chicken patty this week. Y'all really think that people is incarcerated beating up Bill Cosby? I just don't believe it.
No, that's all.
Nobody.
Those are memes that people are.
I'm mad that people, you know, making up all these kinds of stories. I just want, you know what though? When you think about it, just sit there and be blind all day, and just imagine being blind and sitting there. You only getting up to go to the pee and eating 3 times a day at 81 years old. That has to be horrible. But you have to pay for what you have done in your past. It's hard to feel sorry for that. But, you know, I don't know. They're saying that Bill Cosby he's been fighting to get out of jail, and he keeps sending his lawyers and stuff. I say, Bill Cosby, you made this bed. You have to fucking lay in it. You have to lay in it. And if you have to pass away, which I hope you don't, because that's not what I want for you, then it will be. But you were a man who preached about prison. You were a man that tried to tell black people how to act. And all along, you were wearing a mask that whole time. Your mask is off, and you are paying for your sins. And, you know, I do hope that Wendy Williams go to your jail, because he want to talk to Wendy Williams.
He does?
He want to talk to
Why?
her. Because she told his wife to take everything and leave. Take all the money and leave. Now, what power Bill Cosby still think he got, I don't know.
Why would she tell his wife that?
Because it's true.
Take everything you got, everything he got, and leave.
Yeah.
Why would she? You know what? Let me.
Mikel, that marriage is done. Camille, he's been cheating on you all this time. If the marriage didn't matter to him all these years,
but that's why it's not done. You got to think about something. Camille Cosby has been by his side since the 1960s for over 50 years. You think this woman is just going to divorce her husband after 50-something years of marriage, even when she in her mind probably, or not even her mind, but even though publicly she's been defending him, that woman ain't going nowhere. She's going to be right there when he gets out of prison. She's not leaving him. Can you imagine what his will looks like in regards to giving her everything when he dies? And you think she's leaving him? Hell no. Hell no. She's been by that man's side for over 50 years. Camille Cosby ain't going nowhere. Nowhere. And I guarantee you, Camille Cosby has known about her husband cheating.
Oh yeah.
Now, she may not have known about him drugging women, but she's known.
Because she know about that joke. She know about them Quaalude jokes.
Oh yeah. Because even I knew about it. He wasn't eating drugging me. But let me tell you something, if he was, I wouldn't have said nothing. You just didn't give me some money.
Oh yeah. That's how it was, and that's how it, now, you know, because I think that lady got away with it. She not got away with it, because I don't want nobody coming for me, but this Me Too stuff. Now listen, she got paid the first time, $3.4 million.
She must have ran through that money.
It's no way, I don't think none of them, she didn't sue for any money. This trial
that's what she was given.
The first time she got $3.4 million, and they sealed everything. And right before it was almost time for that shit to end, they unsealed those documents to get Bill Cosby because he admitted to what he did. So he had to pay for what he did to all those other women. But he was still only on trial for one person. And speaking of that, you posted a picture of Melania Trump saying that you need hard evidence.
And I think when I said that I agree with her, I think some people kind of misunderstood what I meant.
And that's on them.
Yeah, because
you know why I say that's on them?
Because you understood what I'm saying.
Yes. Yeah. Let me tell you something. You need to have proof if someone rapes you. Anybody rape you or sexually assault, we've been telling you, document every time and have a witness. Now, if you were raped, you need to go get a rape kit done
immediately.
Yes, and don't wash up. Go to the hospital and get a rape kit done.
Because what happens is, and I still don't want people to misunderstand what we're saying, because what happens is, what happened to Anita Hill, what happened to Dr. Ford last week with this Judge Kavanaugh thing, what happens to millions of women. If you wait such a long time, people gonna look at you like, well,
even women look at you like, well, why you know what I mean? So long
and that's the sad part about it, is that women are looked at like that. But it's like, if you don't have any evidence, how are you going to win?
Yeah.
Because unfortunately,
unfortunately,
this woman, Dr. Ford, I believe her 1,000%. But it was so sad because it was like, what evidence does she have? She's in a room with these two guys who both said we didn't do it. And then she's at a party with a group of people who said, some of them, because it was so long ago, said they don't even know if they was even at the party. You see what I'm saying?
They don't even know which party.
Or they don't know which party she's talking about. So it's like, unless you have the evidence, how you going to get people to believe you? Because I believe you, Dr. Ford, but those people who are the ones who have their hands in power, it's like those are the people you're trying to convince, and clearly they weren't convinced, and it's sad. So it's like when Melania Trump said it. Now some people said that they don't think that Melania Trump was saying it in the way I was saying it, and she may not have been. But at the same time, regardless if she was saying it the way I was saying it, the truth is still the truth. Yeah. If you don't have the evidence, then it's like you're not going to be believed, and that's the sad part, because there's so many people who have been sexually assaulted, and because they don't have hard evidence, nobody believes them.
Yeah, and the evidence with some of these people is, you know, all of these companies, they're doing independent investigations. Because Lord knows, like, if someone like Matt Lauer got fired, you know.
I'm trying to figure out why he's still not in jail.
Because I guess limitations and all that stuff.
Yeah, but even though I said what I said a few weeks ago about people like Matt Lauer, their day will come, I still feel like, when is it going to come? Like, when is the ball going to start rolling with these people? You know what I mean? Was it limitations with Bill Cosby?
I think that,
because that was over a decade
I think
ago.
that I haven't heard of Matt Lauer, and don't get me wrong. Because when I think of Me Too, I'm thinking about not like, oh, you got a nice dress on and stuff like that. I'm talking about like you touched me, you felt me, you grabbed down me, you did all of that. That's the kind of stuff that I feel like, okay, some action needs to be taken. Everybody don't go to jail for stuff like that. You either probably get fired or you get fined or sued.
So, but I still think what Matt Lauer did to those women is a part of the Me Too movement, because he may not have touched any of those women, but he locked them in his office and he made sexual advances towards them. That is a part of the Me Too movement, because you're making sexual advances to me and you are my boss, or you're in a high position. I don't want you to be making no advances to me. That is the part of the Me Too movement. You don't have to rape me. You don't have to grab me. You're making sexual advances towards me simply because you're abusing your power, because you're powerful and you know that you are able to get away with it. If that's not a part of the Me Too movement,
you know what? Yeah, maybe I need to look it all the way up on.
Because do you honestly think every woman who's fighting for the Me Too movement has been raped or sexually assaulted? No, there's probably been women who have just had people come on to them in a way that they don't want them to, and those men who probably come on to them probably were in high places and they probably reported those men and no one believed them. That's certainly
because I'm thinking of like rape survivors and sexual assault survivors. Like, if I said something to you, I wouldn't hope that's a part of the Me Too.
If you said something to me that's not appropriate at work, that is most certainly a part of the Me Too movement. My sister should never go to work and have a doctor say something inappropriate to her and make her feel uncomfortable, and then the doctor is able to get away with that. Why wouldn't that be a part of the Me Too movement? You are making sexual advances towards me, and that's not what you should be doing.
Yeah, no one should be making sexual advances at work, period.
Or anywhere.
Yeah.
If me and you are not on that level, then why would you be doing that? You know what I mean? Like, why would you ever do something like that? That's not, and that's why a lot of people get away with it.
And that's why a lot of people don't like that Me Too movement.
A lot of people,
because a lot of people will be like, oh, just like they try to get.
No, a lot of people don't like the Me Too movement because of the fact that the Me Too movement is calling people out, and a lot of people who are doing things that they're not supposed to be doing are intimidated and they're scared by the Me Too movement. That's what it is. If we hold people accountable for the stuff that they're doing, then they will stop doing it. I don't think we should cherry pick on, well, that should be a part of Me Too, but that shouldn't be a part of it. No, if you're making advances towards somebody inappropriately and they don't want you doing that, that should most definitely be a part of a Me Too thing. Don't make no advances towards me. Don't do that. I don't know. I have a whole husband and a boyfriend at home, and you trying to get in my pants or telling me how good or how fat my ass is. Why are you doing this? No, seriously. That's like, if I was to go to work and say that to one of the females at work, I would get fired because that's sexual harassment. Why is sexual harassment not a part of the Me Too movement?
I don't know. I'm thinking Me Too is about being like sexually abused.
No,
I don't know why I think
open.
like that.
Yeah, open your mind, because if somebody goes to, if I make a sexual harassment thing towards somebody, I'm getting fired, Kevin. I'm getting fired. You can't do that at work. And if you don't get fired, then something's wrong with the company you work for.
With many local and international alternatives is a movement against sexual harassment and sexual assault.
Sexual harassment, see?
Me Too spread virally as a hashtag on social media in an attempt to demonstrate the widespread prevalence of sexual assault harassment, especially in the workplace.
Wait, let me just say this. You know why sexual harassment is a part of that? Because, think about it. A lot of times in the workplace, a lot of women are not physically touched. They just have things said, inappropriate things said to them and about them. You know what I mean? So we can't exclude that from, oh, only you can be a part of the Me Too movement if you were physically touched. No, because that's like psychological. Now I'm afraid to go to work because now my boss is in there saying inappropriate stuff to me, and who the fuck am I going to be able to report my boss to, because everybody's like, well, he didn't touch you, so just go to work and keep going. No.
Yeah, and Seth, they got a case coming up against them.
They had a great show too on TV that I rarely watched, didn't really watch, but it was a show on TV. I know a lot of y'all know what I'm talking about. On AMC, it ended a few years ago, but it was a show based in the 1960s, and it had like a lot to do with the male dominance in the workplace. Let me see. I know some of y'all
AMC 60s.
AMC show. 60s show. No.
TV show.
Was it AMC?
Mad Men?
Mad Men. Yep, Mad Men. Yep, that's what it was. And that show was based in the 1960s, and it was like in this office place. Can you imagine the sexual harassment stuff that used to go on back then? And that's what it was showing you, like how these men were dominant and how these women were just like, you know, to these men. But now in 2018, it's like, no, this is not 1963. You can't do that anymore the way you was doing it back then. It can't happen anymore.
Yeah. And they're not, a lot of people ain't having that. Maybe I look at it from a different standpoint, but I understand now that it's all under the same umbrella. This is a different section, but it's a part of the umbrella. So that's, I don't know. I still don't know. I know what I think, but I don't know why I'm having a hard time dealing with that. I don't know. I know, but I don't know why. I don't know why. But
because it's the same thing.
Yeah.
If can you imagine if your niece came home and said a teacher said something inappropriate to her, and somebody said, "Well, did he touch you?" No. Well, then what are you complaining about? That's not something to say.
Oh yeah. It's still. Oh no. That's.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand that.
Right. Well, that's the same thing at work. Well, did he touch you? No, he didn't touch me. So then why are you upset? Go back to work and make your money. Hello? My boss said something crazy to me. You gonna say why am I upset? No.
Let's move on. No, I don't know.
I am confused at how you're not getting this.
No. Don't be confused because I totally get it. I'm just like, first of all, I'm just like when I really think of the Me Too movement, I really think of being touched and all of that. But I do understand what goes on, and definitely understand what goes on in the workplace. And who's that?
Just read the caption.
Yes, they do. Yes, they. You know what? Mikhail had the picture up.
What? What you say?
I said you deleted it?
No, I didn't delete it.
Let me see that one more time. Is that from that movie?
I don't know what movie it's from, but this is true. Because I've seen a lot of females with men that look like this, that are shaped like this.
That's a shame. But some, you know, some women like them like that.
I don't know why.
Because I know some women that only like guys.
You like them like that.
No, not like that. I'm talking thick.
That is not even a shape.
No, it's not.
Ooh-wee.
I can't do this. Skin and bones. That does nothing for me.
Like his body is so, it's like a, oh my God.
Look how we just go down like that. Come on. Even women like butts better than that. So listen, the American Music Awards this week. I watched it, and from what I watched, I enjoyed. Tracy Ellis Ross needs to be like the permanent host of the show, kind of like how Carrie Underwood and that other guys are part of the Country Music Awards. I loved it. She opened up, she danced. I enjoyed Cardi B. Oh my God, I enjoyed Sierra and Missy Elliott. Oh, I really enjoyed Sierra, and she was on a platform, like an award show.
Right.
And she had like 5 minutes.
Listen, when I saw her performance, I was watching it and I was like this. I guess she finally booked that stage.
Okay. It's kind of late.
Because every time I see her on the stage, I think of Rihanna.
Better late than never. You know,
good luck booking that stage.
Yeah.
And that was the read of all reads. I don't think any read, because Rihanna ate that.
Yeah, I just want Sierra to
good luck booking that
change the music up just a teeny bit. Keep it able to dance to, but one of the songs sounded like a soundtrack. Like, you know, like how a movie go off and the sound and the music is all upbeat. That's what that reminded me of. I didn't like that one, but I love the Level Up, the Missy version, and then she added that other song Level Up on it. That was cute. I enjoyed that. I know there was some discrepancy about XXX winning the R&B soul. Like people, I don't agree with that, but you know, and a lot of other people didn't like it. Ella Mai got her shine. Khalid. I'm starting to like trying to find out who all of these young people are. Shawn Mendes and Camille Cosby, and you know, there's a whole bunch of new people out there. Their music ain't shit to me, a lot of them, but I really like that Ella Mai song, "Girl." I like her, and I'm listening to her album come out this weekend. But overall, the Aretha Franklin tribute, that really wasn't a Aretha Franklin tribute. It was an Aretha Franklin gospel tribute to her gospel roots, and it was good. You had CC Winans. It was the CC.
Oh, not BB.
No, CC, Donnie McClurkin, who really didn't need to be there. Mary.
Does he ever?
Yeah. And Lettucey. They tore the house down. And them white people, they were dancing. I was surprised.
I heard. My cousin said they were dancing off beat.
Yes, but they were dancing.
Like they were at a Catholic church.
Like I was there.
Yeah. No Catholics be.
But it was so nice.
Can't never catch the beat.
So, and you know the AMAs didn't do a bad job because there was not one complaint about it. Not one. So Dick Clark production, my hat's off to you guys. Y'all knew not to touch Aretha's songs. Get the wrong people singing the wrong song.
Okay. So they just stuck to the gospel. You can't go wrong. Because there's a lot of gospel artists out there not doing nothing.
Yeah.
It's a fault.
And so the Grammys, y'all up next. MTV was a fail. AMAs did a great job. But, and the Grammys is next. In January or February, one of those months. It's coming up. The Grammy Awards. Nominations coming out in December. Can't wait to hear those nominations. It's going to be very interesting because even a lot of the top stars, I don't really think Beyonce and Jay-Z are going to get big nominations this year. I really don't. I think they put that album out just to put the album out, not to win awards. And it sounds like they wasn't trying to win awards. So
they just put something out for their 10th anniversary, that's all.
Yes.
Because that's what it was, an album for the 10 years that they've been married.
Yes.
And this tour was to celebrate their 10 years of marriage. Their ups and downs of being married for 10 years. Now, we know they've been together for over 10 years. But this was the year that they were married, 10 years. We're going to put this album out. We're going to go on tour. And I missed the tour already. I really did.
I'm tired of asking Beyonce to put something on DVD.
Yeah, I am too.
Just,
I'm tired of it. She got so much that she can put on DVD.
Remember how put it on Netflix?
Here, Beyonce
Can
had
you
a DVD
imagine?
coming out.
Yes.
And it was always successful in the DVD show.
Yes. I want that show that she did this year. I definitely want that on Netflix or something. Coachella. That was. Oh my! I would pay to see that tour.
And the fact that was her comeback after having the babies.
Yes, it was amazing. Like it was amazing.
And she took her time.
Yes, that show was amazing. Bitch, yeah, she had a whole year. Now that's how you take a break.
That's how you
come back. Rihanna, you up next? Come on, bitch. What you got?
Rihanna said she tired of motherfuckers asking her where the music is. Stop asking me. She said, "I'm tired. Stop asking me."
Remember when we wanted that girl to go on break? Now that she took a break, we like, where are you at? Come back. And Rihanna like, I'll be back when the music is right. She said, when it's out, you will know.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
That's how it should be. No rushing.
Yeah.
No rushing.
And Michelle Williams and her fiance Chad, their show, Chadless Michelle, comes on November the 3rd. I know y'all probably seen some of the commercials for it. Or the promo for it, and I am excited for it, and I cannot wait to see it. So make sure that y'all watching it on Saturday nights. It starts November 3rd, which is my mother's 73rd birthday. So I know I'm gonna be home. So I'm definitely gonna be watching. I'm excited to see what Michelle reveals, especially about her mental health. And we just found out that Selena Gomez is back in the hospital due to her mental health. So it's a lot of celebrities that's been sharing or, you know, just letting people know that they are not alone. And you got one person out here that's just not
Go ahead. Oh, yeah.
without a care about their...
But you know who else is doing something now, and I love it? Taraji P. Henson.
What she's doing?
About the mental health. Have you ever seen...
I've seen her on The View.
And she posted something today, or Ty Hunter, he posted it, and I mean, She posted it with her doctor sitting next to her, and she said, "Listen, just because I got
even
money."
she got it too?
She said, "Listen, I'm going through shit too."
Yes, I'm a celebrity. Yes, I have money in the bank. No, the money does not make your problems go away. Celebrityism doesn't make it go away. You have to deal with it, and you have to talk to a professional. And I talk to a professional. Probably more. I need to talk to her more. But so I'm the face to say, hey, it's okay. It's okay. We can talk about it. It's fine. And there are resources. Yeah, out there. We just like to increase those resources. Part of organizations actually offer these services. I'm here to tell you.
I love that. You know what I mean? When I saw her in a View about a month ago and she was talking
Yeah,
about
I
it, I was
remember
like,
being on there.
wow, like, you know what I mean? And I love how she broke down, like, listen, I got money, but don't think just because I got money that I'm
That we
okay.
got problems, yeah.
Right, I got problems. She said I got problems just like all y'all in this audience.
Imagine if men step out more, even
Especially
more.
black men.
Yes, because we carry so much on our backs, in our heads, in our hearts, and we just don't say nothing. We take that shit to the grave. If you all stressed out, we don't want to go to. First of all, we don't even want to go to the doctor for anything. So every time we find, not every time, but most of the time, it's all late. But just imagine if we took care of our mental health. And I need to be doing that too. Because I'd be stressed out. And you want to punch a hole in the wall sometimes. Because my mom will do that to you. Like, it could be frustrating. Like, I need you to get up. You know we're supposed to be
I said to her yesterday when I pulled up, she's sitting on the steps. I said, why are you sitting on the steps? Where's your oxygen? Oh, I don't need no oxygen.
See?
I said, yes, you do. I said, yes, you do.
Yeah.
So then Amber walked up, and Amber said the same thing. Amber said, you know you're supposed to have that oxygen on. Like, oh, y'all need to mind y'all business.
It's tough.
Yeah. And then I said, well, when somebody's rolling you in one of those funeral homes, then you be upset. Well, then they'll just be rolling me in. That's her mind. So if she's saying it to me, I can imagine what she's doing to y'all. I said, you know what? Listen here. I ain't gonna keep going back and forth with you, okay?
She told me on Friday to the effect of like, well, if I die, then that means it'll be less problems for you.
That's kind of what she was giving me too when I said that about the funeral home thing. In so many words, because I said something about you. I said, well, you know, Kevin would be really upset because Kevin takes care. Oh, well, then he'll just have to deal with it. And I said, well, that ain't nothing to say.
It's not funny, but
That's exactly what she said to me. Oh, well, he'll have to deal with it. I said, well, that's not nothing to say. That's exactly what she said to me. I said, well, Kevin be upset if you die. Oh, well, then he'll just have to deal with it.
Well, I would, but
yeah, but that's
you
nothing
don't
to
wanna
say.
say,
And you need your oxygen on.
because all I know is when I'm 72, because the only way to get there is to know you're going to get there. I ain't going to be like that. I might be set in my ways, but because I once I seen it for myself that, bitch, I can't do that. But I don't want to harp on that all the time. But it feels good to get it out to talk about it. And Kelly Rowland. We got all Destiny's Child in one segment. I mean, in one show, and they were all different stories. Kelly Rowland has new music coming out. I don't know when, but Kelly has been feeling herself, and she's looking beautiful. And this new one that's in the car that she was singing today, I like that one. I like that one. But Kelly, I'm gonna tell you this, like I said at the show. Don't build us up to let us the fuck down.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to be on this from start to finish.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to go on tour. So don't fuck with me and don't fuck with us.
And she can do what, oh, I'm picturing it right now. I'm picturing it right now, Kevin. She can do what Tamar was doing when Tamar was going on tour like a year or two ago, and she had the different acts, you know, along with her. And there are plenty of, she can do the Fox theaters and stuff like that.
Yeah, I want Kelly to go to the Met.
Yeah.
Bitch, that's the only place. Because I'm going right down the street.
Yeah.
To the Met.
You see what I'm saying? Like, and people are excited, and they would go support Kelly. They would go to her show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She just has to.
And you know who else I want to go on tour once they get this up together? Michelle. Michelle could go on a gospel tour, her and her gospel girlfriends or guys. And, you know, and let's get this.
Let's get this party started.
Yes. And have me on as a consultant somewhere. I could fit in somewhere on any of these tours, working. Yeah, but I'm excited for Kelly. Like, I'm excited. It's been, what, 5 years, almost 6 years for music. Missy Elliott, too. She's got some shit dropping. Little Kim dropping hints here and there. Foxy Brown standing people up. You know, it's a lot going on with the, you got Sierra at the AMA. I'm excited for music. I am excited. But ain't nobody got no November release. Nah, everybody used to run and drop albums in November, December. You don't get that no more. You don't get that. It's just like, y'all, I want y'all to be serious about your craft, serious about work. I'm excited. I'm so excited. So, this is got the AIDS Woke, Kanye, Todrick, Terrence, Mathew, Bill, AMAs. Babysitting My Black. I'm sure y'all all heard about it. Let me tell y'all this. Mind your goddamn business. If you see somebody with children, it could be their children, it could be their niece, it could be their nephew. The child, these days, y'all know children don't look like the person, you know, all the time. You know, and this lady called the cops on a black man because he had 2 white children with them. And she follows him for an hour, calling the police. Turns out he was their mentor, and he was babysitting them. And the parents knew about it. And I want to know who the lady was that followed him for an hour, because clearly she didn't have
Nothing to do. Okay?
Yeah.
Because after 5 minutes, I'm like, all right, well, fuck it. I'm hungry. I'll see y'all. I guess everything's all right, because the child ain't screaming for help. Everything's fine. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Ow!
Babysitting Barbara want to be driving around. Mind your business.
Can you imagine for an hour?
That's a lot of gas to be wasting.
That's a lot of time to be wasted.
Yes. For an hour.
You know what you can do for an hour?
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of things I can do.
Yeah, you know you can do a wet for an hour?
Yes.
Jesus in the morning. I wish I would follow you for an hour. And ain't no money involved? Are you kidding me?
Oh!
No. You gonna follow them for what?
They won't tell us who the lady was. But I want to see. She needs to be exposed. She needs to be embarrassed. Following him around. From Walmart all the way to his house. Come on.
And she probably followed him around because the cops probably said, "Miss, don't call us again."
Yeah. She probably called the cops on everybody.
Miss, don't call us again because ain't nobody report these kids missing.
And speaking of calling the cops, now they've been quiet about this. Bolton Jean, who got killed by that cop in Houston. I want them. We gotta stop letting these stories come out and die. Now I want to know what else is going on with this cop. We got Laquan McDonald. His killer has been charged, found guilty. First cop in over almost 40 years in Chicago. You know, things is looking up, and I know they're gonna get that lady because I know she died. But we gotta stop letting these stories die. People like what Kanye West is doing, we can't let that die. Voting, we cannot let that die. If you live in Georgia and you're one of those 53,000 people who not sure if you're registered, go to the website to make sure that your name is registered. Because just because you're registered don't mean you're even registered all the way. You can show up to the polls and, bitch, you can't even vote. But you better sign a provisional ballot.
I know that's right.
You better not leave without doing something. It may get counted later, but it will be counted. So, yeah, that's all we have for this weekend. I want you all to be safe out there. Don't do nothing stupid. And we will see y'all on Monday. We're definitely coming back Monday. There won't be no more breaks because, you know, Christmas is coming. So no more breaks.
Oh, excuse me.
Your excuse. And my birthday is coming.
Yeah.
So I can't take no breaks. Even if I got to do this by myself. You know, I'm sure you're going to have some nice stories for us on Monday for your aunt. And I can't wait to hear about the food on that. I might show up for the food.
Well, you know the repass is dismissal, man.
In Wall Street.
Show up for the food, you can show up for the funeral. Show your support.
I'm like, I ain't know one.
Yeah. Well, why? There's a lot of people don't know. I ain't know Miss Daisy like that.
I know you are a funeral crash.
I ain't know Miss Daisy like that, but I went to their grandma's funeral. You know, I mean, I knew
You
her,
are right.
but I ain't know her.
Yes,
like
we are.
that. You just go for support.
Yeah.
So support
Yeah.
your, what's his name?
Yeah, you ain't
We had
falling
a
out
big
and stuff like that.
funeral at my church yesterday. I mean, this guy knew a lot of people.
How old was he?
He was 62. He used to go to my church years ago, but his mother is still a member of the church.
I think he was telling me, no, this wasn't.
Yeah,
no,
probably.
it's somebody else.
But yeah.
Yes,
So,
folks.
yeah. Oh, and one of the people who were at the funeral yesterday, she recognized me and called her daughter because her daughter watches us. Jasmine, I think is the young lady's name. Called her on the phone. She took a picture. Me and her took a picture, and then she called her daughter and said, you know, and I spoke to her daughter. So that was interesting because the lady said, "I know you from somewhere." And I was like, "Oh, do you? Yeah. Where you know me from? Where you know me from?" Because you know, I never tell people when they say that. I never tell them. I just wait until they figure it out. Like this guy came to my church 2 Sundays ago, and after service, he came to me and he said, "You look so familiar. I can't figure out where I know you from." And I said,
Ooh. And then say you left for that.
"That's where I left it at."
But how did he look?
No, I know. I definitely didn't know him, but I'm sure he knew from the show. But you know, when they say you look familiar, that means that they never really watched that often anyway.
Yeah, what they do now was, bitch, y'all still do the video? Excuse me, bitch, I do videos every week.
I said that. Who did I say that to? I'm gonna show you the messages, but I got first think of who I said it to, and they said, "Oh, you still oh, that's who it was." I knew somebody said it to me. He said, "What did he say?"
You and your friend, y'all still doing videos?
Oh yeah. Y'all still do that show?
I used to be in set. See, they
Yeah,
stopped
we
watching.
still 2 years strong. Yeah.
Yeah. What did he say after that?
That's my
Oh.
What's up, you bitch?
All right, y'all be good. We'll see y'all next week.
Now you all my business.